Beautiful, beautiful argument. Number one, Mavs in 6. Mavs are going to take the home games. They're going to go into Houston, 3-2, walk into Toyota Center, shit all over their fucking mouth, and prove why the Mavs are the better team!
This guy is fucking stupid!
And that says a lot. Here comes McCready. Oh, he just sucked the gravity right out of the building. What a play by T-Man.
How about the passion? Look at the animation on Tracy McGrady. Normally sleepy-eyed, very smooth. You don't see this kind of energy and passion. David Aldridge talked about it's playoff time. Look at the extension. Sean Bradley.
The crowd is oohing and eyeing as we just did ourselves.
Well, let me give you a little.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry about my didn't do a watch party for game 2, but the Rockets whooped that ass once again. Hey, Captain Jackass, I'm just curious. I got a question for you, if you don't mind me asking. So I just saw your last video, and you said that the Mavericks were going to win in 6 and the Rockets fell right in their trap. Now, I'm going to give you 3 good pointers. Number 1, in 2005, we took both games in Dallas, and Dallas unfortunately took 2 in Houston, ended up taking the series in 7. I remember, it was dreadful. I still have nightmares to this day about that series. Number 2, 2007, we had a 2-0 game series lead over the Utah Jazz. And the Jazz won both games in Utah. We won at home in Game 5. They won Game 6. In Game 7, Mehmet Okur hits a daggering three-pointer that puts the Jazz up by 4 with 40-something seconds left. And that was the brilliant press conference that Tracy McGrady had where he said, yeah, it's all on me, da-da-da-da. Yeah, I'll acknowledge that. You know, we were up 2-0, but this series is a lot different. How are you going to win the series or even make this a competitive series, Jackass, when, or Captain Jackass, when you got Parsons out and you got Rondo out for the series? How the hell are y'all supposed to compete with us now? I'll give you credit. The Mavericks kept it pretty close in this game for pretty much the entire game. In fact, you guys even had an 84-81 lead on us in the fourth quarter with about 10 minutes to go. And then the Rockets just woke up and we made a run. Harden was hitting the shots. Corey Brewer made 2 key three-pointers in that fourth quarter. And the Rockets ended up winning the game. So with that being said, Captain Jackass, you know, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we swept you guys. I don't think you guys got a chance to fucking beat us. Up 2-0, and we're going to Dallas, and you got 2 of your starting guys injured, and they're out for the playoffs. Is Rondo even going to be a member of the Mavericks next year? Probably not. He looks like he hates fucking Rick Carlisle. Now, I like Rick Carlisle personally. I don't think he's a bad person. I think he's an okay coach, you know. But anyways, Game 3, what to look forward to. Just keep attacking the paint. Points in the paint, we guys are dominating you in points in the paint. Also, we got a better bench than you. Bench is stepping up and making key shots, okay? What else? Defense. Our defense is fucking incredible. Did you see that block shot that Dwight Howard had over J.J. Barea? He said, get that shit out of here, motherfucker. So the Rockets will win this series in 4. I said in 5. I've been saying this since the start. Dallas might win 1 game. They'll probably win Game 3 or 4. We'll close the series out in 5 in Houston. It's nothing personal, Mavs fans, but we just have your ticket this year. We are the better team. And there's no way you're going to win this series. No way. Now, Game 3, Friday, we're having a get-together. So if there's anybody that lives in the Houston area or lives close by, Missouri City, Sugar Land area, we're having a get-together at Wings and Things off of Highway 6 in Williams Trace, right next to the McDonald's. And we're going to throw a little get-together party over there and, you know, get things popping or whatever. And I'm ready for Game 3, man. Keys to winning this game, of course, got to contain Dirk like we've been doing this entire series. I would say contain Rondo, but Rondo's out. Monty Ellis is probably like your best player on the court, let's just be honest. So if we can contain Dirk Nowitzki and Monty Ellis, we just keep playing the way we've been playing you guys this whole entire season, we will win this series in 5 games. All right? And, of course, limit our turnovers and defense. Got to play some defense. That's all I got to pretty much say about the Rockets and Mavs series so far. Rockets are up 2-0. Again, I'm sorry I didn't film our watch party. What happened was I brought my camera and didn't realize my battery was inside of it. that it wasn't inside of it. It was still charging on the wall. I was in a hurry, rushed out the door, and I pretty much forgot to bring it. But anyways, I'm pretty much done with what I have to say. I'm heading out of this bitch. Go Rockets. Series over in 5. It's it. It's over. Hey, what's up? Now it's time for the Texans 2015-2016 schedule has officially been released. And might I say, we got some pretty good opponents this year. We play the NFC South and we play the AFC East. So we got 2 tough divisions within our conference and one out of our conference. And I think our random games, if I'm correct, I think we play the Bengals as one of our random games. And if I'm correct, I think we also play... Who's our other team? We play the Bengals as one, and we play the Chiefs as our random games. So we're going to go ahead and go through the schedule. I'm going to do a breakdown of the games. I think the Texans, realistically, with this schedule, we can go 10-6. We got one Thursday night game against the Colts on October the 8th. So I'm going to be looking very forward to that game. It's going to be here in Houston. It's going to be a Thursday night game. We don't have any ESPN games. We have one ESPN game that's at Cincinnati, November 16th. We play at Cincinnati. That's going to be a ESPN game. Then we got a Fox against the New Orleans Saints. And we also got a Fox game as we host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So all the rest of our games are going to be on CBS Sports, where it's home of the AFC teams, where most of the AFC teams play on CBS and then most of the NFC play on Fox. So we're going to go ahead and go through the breakdown. I'm going to explain to you guys some key additions we got this year. In Nate Washington, we signed him from the Titans at wide receiver. We also signed Cecil Shorts III from the Jacksonville Jaguars. So two players within our inner division is now going to be playing for us, and I think that's going to be some key additions to add to the lineup to help DeAndre Hopkins out in our wide receiving core. So with that being said, we also acquired Vince Wilfork. So Vince Wilfork's going to be on the D-line to help out J.J. Watts, to help out Whitney Merciless, and hopefully till Devanio Clowney comes back. I hope that Clowney is back by the time the season starts, but rumor has it he may not be back till possibly November, because a meniscus tear is almost like an ACL tear, and I would rather have him sit out a whole entire year before he comes back. So with the signing of Vince Wilfork, that does help our defensive line out. We also signed Raheem Moore from the Denver Broncos at safety, so we got some safety help to help out our corners. So with that being said, the draft's coming up in about, let's see, the draft is less than next Thursday, if I'm correct. So everybody's wondering who the Texans should draft. I personally think there's a number of options. Either one, you can go offensive lineman, because we do need help on that right side. I'm not a real fan of Derek Newton, and I'm not a real fan of Brandon Brooks. I'm just being honest. I think we should have replaced those two guys. Why we cut Chris Myers, who's our best. He was our center, but he was the best offensive lineman on the team. I don't know why you would cut your best offensive lineman. But to me, in the draft, you either got to go offensive lineman, or you could draft a receiver, or you could draft some corners. But I heard this draft class this year doesn't have that many safeties and corners in this year's draft class. So I would say offensive lineman. You could go receiver if possible, or maybe we could even draft a running back to help out Arian Foster. But my first guess would be draft offensive lineman in the first round. That's what I think the Texans should go. And then second round, we can draft a wide receiver. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's go through the list of games, times, and dates. All right, so the first game is September 13th. We host the Kansas City Chiefs right here, as you can see. And then in week 2, September 20th, we go at Carolina. So we take on the Panthers. Hold on. And then week 3, we host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Week 4, we go at Atlanta. Notice the first 3 games, we play NFC North teams. I mean, it's going to be an NFC NFC South showdown. I'm sorry, NFC South showdown between Carolina, Tampa Bay, and Atlanta. We don't play New Orleans till later on in the year, week 12, as you can see. Then in week 5, we host the Colts on the Thursday Night Football, like I talked about. It's going to be on NFL Network. And then week 6, we go at Jacksonville. We go at Miami. Interesting matchup about this game is I know a lot of TCC trash talkers, and we got 3 new Miami Dolphins fans in the trash talking circle that I just subscribed to just recently. I don't remember their names, but I got to go back and look. But we go at Jacksonville, at Miami. Then we host Tennessee, which we got Sheltered. He's the new Titans vid maker. So feel free to subscribe to him. If you guys want his channel, I'll give you his channel. He's joining the TTC this year. Then we got a bye week in week 9. Week 10, November 16th, we go at Cincinnati. It's an ESPN game, so that's a Sunday Night Football game. And then week 11, we host the Jets. Week 12, we host the Saints. Week 13, December 6th, we go at Buffalo. Week 14, we host New England. Then week 15, we go at Indianapolis. Week 16, we go at Tennessee. And week 17, we host the Jacksonville Jaguars to end the season. It says, can the Texans top the Colts? So that's going to be the biggest question because the Indianapolis Colts had acquired Andre Johnson. They also acquired Frank Gore at running back, and they also got some safeties in the offseason. So to me personally, if I'm the Texans, the only team that we really have to look in the rearview window is the Indianapolis Colts. Now, rumors has it the Tennessee Titans might trade their second pick to San Diego for Phillip Rivers. And believe it or not, Phillip Rivers, one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league today. If Tennessee can pull that trade off, look out Tennessee Titans 8-8 season instantly. Because when you have a quarterback on your team, you can make mediocre receivers look good. So if you got a guy like Phillip Rivers who can throw for 5,000 yards and it still maintains his health, that guy can take Tennessee to 8-8 easily. Jacksonville Jaguars, I don't know if Blake Bortles is still their starter, what their situation is over there. I know they made some good key additions to their team. I think if I'm correct, didn't they sign a running back? I don't remember who they signed, but they got a running back, and they also got a receiver, if I'm correct. So the Jacksonville Jaguars is trying to come up, and they're trying to make some noise this year in the AFC South. But I feel like it's still going to be the Colts probably most likely win the division. Then we're probably going to come second. I think we'll go 10-6. I think the Titans can go possibly 9-7 if they acquire Phillip Rivers. If not, they're going to go lower than that. And then you got Jacksonville at third at possibly 7-9, 8-8 maybe. But that's pretty much it for the Texans schedule. I pretty much showed you guys the games. I believe, of course, we all know that Brian Hoyer is not the starting quarterback. It's going to be Ryan Mallett. But I really was truly upset when I found out that we traded Case Keenum for a 7th-round draft pick for next year. Because, who the fuck are we going to draft with a 7th-round draft pick next year? To me, that was it was pointless to give up your quarterback that could possibly be a starter in the offseason if he busts his ass well enough to having a guy come in here who's got 2 ACL tears in Brian Hoyer. I just don't have any confidence in that guy, to be honest with you. But overall, I like the key additions we got on defense. I like some of the receivers we got on offense. If we have a really good draft this year, I think we can go 10-6, and I think we have a shot at getting one of the 2 wild card spots. Supposedly they're supposed to up the playoff teams from 6 to 7 or 8. If so, that just gives us even more of a chance to make it in. So I hope we have a good season this year. And I might go to a couple Texans games this year, and I may not. I like throwing my little parties I do on the side. But anyways, we're having a Rockets get-together at Wings and Things tomorrow. The game starts at 6 o'clock on Friday tomorrow. Game 3, we go into Dallas. And if any of you guys want to come, it's off Highway 6 and Williams Trace. Wings and Things. WINGS, N with the letter N, and then Things, THINGS. So if you guys want to come, you want to chill with your boy, I got a little party of 5, 6 get-together. You guys want to come and make something happen, just get a chance to make new friends, cooperate, and just, chill. Just have a little collective unit there and just sit, talk, have a couple beers, whatever. Feel free to hit me up on Facebook or feel free to hit me up on YouTube, say I want to be a part of it. We can exchange numbers, whatever, and, hope to see you guys there. But anyways, I'm out. Texans 10-6 this year. Rockets are going to smash the Mavericks in 4 or in 5 at the most, but it looks like it's going to be a sweep. Get the brooms ready, motherfucker. Get the brooms ready. Rockets are in the second round. We're going to play the Clippers or Spurs. So, Captain Jackass, it's over. Just give it up. It's over.